longer than 6 months, it's not a project anymore, it's a problem. I like that sentence, so I stole it. That's not mine. It's a problem, definitely. Not only my former colleague says that, also the guys from IDC made the study, and you see it very clearly. If a project takes longer and longer and longer, it will fail. It will definitely fail because the business has changed. You may bought another company. You want to have a different planning process, and at the end of the day, you start from scratch. Yeah? So that's very important that you are very fast, successful, and ready to use the software. Now let's get back to the BI survey. We won the category rollout times. And that's a fantastic number, I think. In average, we are ready in 2.2 months. The customers are productive. That means from the first, say, purchase to the rollout of the software. So very, very fast. And you see again, SAP in average takes 12 months. Of course, they have larger projects. Yeah? Larger projects, they build a data warehouse maybe, and so on. Of course, it takes longer. But it's important that you are very flexible and fast. We also won the category within 6 months. So even our larger customers, which are maybe connecting to Oracle, to SAP, are ready in 6 months to be productive. That's very, very important. 3, query performance. So now we built the system, and again, and this is coming from the latest, but you can check every BI survey. Query performance is the #1 topic for end users. If they have to go to get a coffee till the query is coming back, it's not a useful system. Even if you are in the analytics space, you want to do fast analytics, or even in the planning space, you want to do some what-if analysis. What if I change that number by 10%? What if I change my organization like this? It has to be like this fast. The good thing is that we also won this category, and that was really surprising. So I know we are fast, but Palo wants the median query performance time KPI in the survey. And you see ClickTech is fast, of course, TM1, so all the in-memory guys are very fast. Yeah? I'm also fair, I don't want to compare apples and bananas together. What is apple and? Bananas? SAP, MicroStrategy, these guys are doing big data warehouses. So they have big data, terabytes of data, and to do a query, show me the top 10 of this region last month compared to this month. It takes some time. Yeah? But as an end user, they don't care. They even don't know that it's a terabyte data I have to request. They want to have the information fast. Yeah? This chart shows Palo without GPU. So what's GPU? What's Jedox research technology? What we started 2 years ago, we implemented our engine to a GPU graphic card. And these graphic cards are coming from the gaming industry. Yeah? It's a graphic card, but nowadays it's not used anymore for gaming only. If you go to the NVIDIA webpage, you find a huge side of a business-oriented application using this technology. The good thing is we need one of these cards, or more, on the server side, and you see the difference between the GPU speed and the typical CPU speed. We are, whatever, 40, 50, 80 times faster than typical CPU processors. So very good technology, and Palo is already available on these cards. To give you an example how this looks like, I have a movie of the old days. So this is CPU.
Is it Paul?
Yeah. It's a little bit unfair again, but yeah, it makes a lot of fun. Even this game makes fun to play, but you see it's not really nice. And on the GPU, it maybe looks like this. Oops. German card. That's the meaning behind. So with the GPU stuff, we get really the fastest engine in BI. And we can load huge amount of data and we get it in milliseconds. And we made a benchmark with the University of Karlsruhe in Germany, and they benchmarked with the same model, with the same structure, everything, and with the same data, TM1, PM10 from Infor, Palo CPU and Palo GPU. And you see, if we raise the number of records, 40 million, 64 million records in the database, we are nearly flat. The GPU is nearly flat. And it was a one GPU on the server with whatever, it was a core machine, and they installed the same software everywhere. And it really surprised me that we definitely won this benchmark. This will be published next month. So and how they benchmark the systems, and I know that team 1 is already working on that benchmark to get better results here. Okay, compatible with the future, the last topic. Again, I want to use Gartner and what Gartner predicts for the future of BI. So in-memory is a hype topic at the moment. Oracle is talking about in-memory. SAP wants to dump everything into memory with their HANA solution. Then, of course, cloud computing. It's the buzzword, I guess, in Germany at least, or in Europe. I guess it's also in North America. Yeah? And of course, mobile BI. So to bring it to mobile interfaces like the iPad, Android devices, or iPhone. I would say in-memory is clear for us. We are doing in-memory since day one. So Palo runs in memory. Data explosion, I forget that one. Of course, with RFID chips and everything, data will explode and you have to analyze more and more and more. I guess the GPU shows very good that we also can handle large data sets. Cloud computing and mobile BI. The good thing is that Palo is already cloud or SaaS ready. So everything we have is web-based, and that's the first requirement for it. Right? You have to install it in the cloud, and you have to access every function via a web browser. We can do that, and I'll show that later in the demo. Here are some screenshots, so also querying and analysis can be done there. We have an Excel spreadsheet in the web browser. So if you don't have Excel, you can use it in the browser and work from there. And of course, we can then build these nice report applications also completely from a cloud-based source. Okay, I guess this gives you a nice impression what we can do. And I leave it here. If you want to play, I'm happy to show you some things as long as you leave it here. Okay, I'm at the end. I guess we are ready for a break. And after the break, we get to the Excel and web stuff. Thank you so far.